So everyone, before this starts, I want you to know that this will be the very first video in my WBTK series, or the World Beyblade Training Kingdom, which is going to be the main series on this channel. And basically, if you read the description of my channel, it explains what the WBTK is. I'm going to go over combos, I'm going to go over launch styles, I'm going to go over strategies, just a bunch of different ways to play Beyblade. And yeah, that's pretty much what the WBTK is, what this whole channel was made for. The Hyperion video, that was like a little test. I'll be doing some more videos like that because people seemed to like the Hyperion video. So I have plans for a 3D printed Bay video, and I just have to find some recording time to do the rest of these. But yeah, let's just get to the actual video. So today I'll be showing and reviewing my main combo that I use when I play Beyblade. This is Big Bang Genesis Generate. Very short name for a GT Series Bay, but this combo is very good and it's very strategic for anyone who plays Beyblade more smartly instead of just going on like the whole offensive. Not saying you're bad if you just play offensive. That if you have a good combo, then go for it. But this, I'm a more strategic player. This combo is much more useful for me. So here are the parts of the Bay. Of course, you have the Big Bang Genesis layer, you have the Big Bang armor, you have the Generate driver. So these two make up the layer. Big Bang Genesis, of course, is the Mugen Lock. Is a Mugen Lock Bay. It has that infinite locking system, so it's not supposed to burst easily. I like Big Bang Genesis because the way it's shaped, the 6 blades. I don't really care about the buttons. Like some people would say Apocalypse is better because it only has one button and it's harder to burst. Genesis is more balanced than Apocalypse, which is what I like. I don't like to go like all on one side for a Bay, so that's why I chose Big Bang Genesis, and just because Regalia Genesis isn't that great of a Bay. The Big Bang armor is just to boost the stats on the layer of Big Bang Genesis and give it extra defense and attack, and to make it even harder to burst, which is a very big problem with a lot of my other combos. They're very easy to burst. And the Generate driver, I like Generate, especially with Genesis, Big Bang Genesis, because Big Bang Genesis, like I said, is balanced. It can be used for good attack and good defense. So what Generate does with Genesis is it has its 2 modes. In the beginning it's an attack, at the end it goes to stamina. It starts an attack, you can ride the edge, get a few attacks into the other bays, and if they don't get wrung out, or they don't get burst, then you can go into stamina mode. As once you start getting low on spin, then you move to the middle and you just take all their hits, and hopefully you get a survivor finish. It usually works out pretty well for me. I've lost a few survivor finishes, but that was against bays like Atomic and Barry, and the layers like Garuda. They're still very hard to defeat in stamina. But overall, these 3 parts together they can be a lot of different Bay combos. So here's Genesis Generate in the stadium. You can see that it goes around the stadium. You can get some good attacks with the armor and all that at first. In a little bit, you'll hear the click. I'll be quiet. Okay, the click was like, you could hear it. It was just when it was like running out of spin. But as you can see, it goes more to the center, and then you can fend off attacks. And what I like about Mugen Locks is that they don't have they don't have as much attack power, because when you hit, the whole Bay isn't going to put all its power. It'll just stop, and then the driver will keep moving because of the Mugen Lock. But that what also does is it transfers momentum. to the other bay, which makes Mugenlock bays very good with rebound, especially with the Big Bang armor. So basically, a bay hits, the armor moves, which gives a little bit of rebound, and then the layer stops moving and the driver keeps, so that the other bay will be hitting a non-moving object, and all of the momentum from Genesis will be transferred to the other bay, and then it gets wrung out or knocked back and hit against the wall, which is another thing I really like about this bay. So here is Genesis Generate versus Hyperion 2A Exceed. Well, Hyperion got launched first. Yeah, that's 1-0 Hyperion. Okay, so I put bullet on the Hyperion because the battles were over too quick. I couldn't get to recording. But, no, it's 1-1, then 1-1. Alright. Final battle between Genesis and Hyperion. And Genesis wins. Alright, next battle. Big Bang Genesis Generate versus Master Diablos Vanguard Bullet, since Generate is obviously on Big Bang Genesis. Genesis, see? Like, it gets those small hits at the end and gets a little bit of rebound when it's in stamina mode. But 1 point to Master. Alright, round number 2. Genesis versus Master. And that's 1-1. Alright, third and final battle. Let's see who wins. Genesis, my main, or Diablos. And Genesis won by a little bit because of that little free spinning part ending with the driver. It may be because I'm just using bullet on the combos, but all the rest of my pieces are inside and I'm recording outside. So in case you're wondering, I've been using the Magma Sword Launcher. You guys probably don't care, but it was something that I usually wanted YouTubers to tell me what launcher they were using when I used to not be an actual Baytuber. But yeah, that's probably going to be the end of today. Like I said, this is my main combo. I like using it a lot. I don't know why it didn't do so good in the video. It would have 3-0'd both of those guys if it was like an actual battle. But anyway, that'll be it. Yeah, so keep watching if you want to see my 3D printed video that I'm going to come out. Hopefully, I should be getting Rage Longinus sometime today when this video comes out, which is July 30th. So I'll probably do a review on that, make some combos with Rage Longinus, which I've already been thinking about. So, like, subscribe this if you ever find yourself using this combo, or if you ever find yourself showing this to your friends. It really helps small channels like mine out. And see you in the next